this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Hines. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Scotty Miller his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Third and short yardage. Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And this one out quickly to James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's at the 50. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
On 1st down, it's Hines, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
From the 27, Stafford. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Mariota. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Bulldozes past him, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
Now a give left side for Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. A give running right is Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This time they stay on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. This is Hines. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Hines, and he is going to lose yardage here. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Raiders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They run with Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll fake it. Now Stafford has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
On 4th down, Stafford. And here he's got Graham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Stafford. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now a give right side. Hines. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try to run with Hines. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Waddle, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. So this one...